Welcome. This is Jane Gardner, and welcome to Solopreneur Success Strategies. Today is Jill or Jack of All Trades Thursday, and we're going to be having a review of where we are so far with Jill or Jack of All Trades Thursday. Just to sort of catch up on what we're doing so that I can continue on. There's plenty to learn as a solopreneur, so we'll be looking at what we've done so far and where you can go find them, of course, on my YouTube channel, looking under Jill or Jack of All Trades Thursday. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am Jane Gardner and I work with my husband in our structural engineering firm in our home business over in Western Canada. And we are working very hard to get near to retirement. And about 3 years ago, I went onto the internet to see if I could help others start their own home business. And so I'm doing this series of the Solopreneur Success Strategies to give you some ideas on what it really is to be in business for yourself as a solopreneur and some of the skills that you need to be a solopreneur. So that's why I call this Jill or Jack of All Trades Thursday, because as a solopreneur, you have to know a little bit about a lot of things. You have to, if you want to keep control of your business, of course, you can always just do one thing in your business and have other people do the others, but you'll find that you won't be in as control of your business as you would be otherwise. So let's go and have a look at some of the things that we had talked about previously. And you can go have a look at them at my YouTube channel at http://jgtips.com/YouTube and look for the World Domination no, it's not that one. Jill or Jack of All Trades Thursday. And for those of you who don't know, I have a World Domination on Wednesday, which is all about you and your customer. Friday is Freebie Fridays, all about free stuff and tools to use in your business to save you time and money. Saturday is all about systems on Saturday, about the systems you can put in your business to free up your time. Sunday is the strategies Sunday, where we talk about your business, your goals, your lifestyle, and some of the trends are coming in the future for that you have to consider as a solopreneur. Monday, of course, is all about mindset, because that's a good way to start your week on Monday. It's to talk about mindset. And Tuesday is all about getting your message out. So it's Get Your Message Out Tuesday. On that episode, we've been talking previously about defining your brand and your messaging and how to work with that. And then I think we'll be talking about some of the ways you can communicate your messaging. Continue on that series. So we're sort of in between changing in a lot of our topics on our series. So let's be patient here, and we'll do a review of Jill or Jack of All Trades Thursday. So, of course, I call it Jack or Jill of All Trades Thursday because, of course, a solopreneur is someone who has to be a Jill or Jack of all their trades. A solopreneur needs to know a little bit about a lot of skills and knowledge in business in order to be in control of your business and make sure that you know that it's running well and in control and that you're making revenue and increasing your revenue, of course. So we had been talking about some things you need to know about in your business, and I'll just go over made a screenshot of all the videos I've done. So we'll be looking at the topics there that we've done so far. But let's see, I don't think we've really done cash flow. We started to talk about sales and selling, so we'll be continuing that on with PayPal. We still haven't discussed Sandbox, the new Sandbox in PayPal. We haven't really discussed your website in terms of you being a solopreneur. We have talked about HTML and WordPress, so look at our previous episodes on YouTube channel to have a look at those. If you want to learn a little bit about how to create a post or a page in WordPress. Have we really talked about email? A little bit, I think, but mostly emails more in our system Saturday because it is a system to use in your business, but we can talk a little bit about it still here as a solopreneur, and of course that includes your subscribers. And then we'll have a look at the computer issues that you can have in your business and how you have to be able to manage and make your computer secure, make sure you know where everything is on your computer, etc., etc. As you can see, there's a lot of subjects as a solopreneur to talk about. So I'm going to just talk about some of the things that we've talked about so far. So excuse me while I look at the my list. But we were talking about, before I became ill, about PayPal. And you can have a look at some of the previous episodes there. We looked at previously at a way to make a sandbox test payment when you're doing a sales page, but it was the old PayPal. So we're going to go on and have a look at the new PayPal. And going backwards, we looked at PayPal as a service. So those of you who aren't aware, it's a very easy way to use in your business, and you might want to have a look at some of the previous episodes there. Then we had a look at a sales funnel, what is this meant by what is a sales funnel, just the basic structure of a sales funnel. But of course, we want to actually create a sales funnel here on JLR Jack of All Trades Thursday. So I better write that down as one of the things we should do. Maybe we can use that with PayPal. And then we had a look previously on WordPress. Some of the ways you can create a post, a page, add a plugin. We looked at also, let's see, we looked at the dashboard, of course, and how to install it. So that was a fairly extensive month or two there, and they're all in the YouTube channel. You can go have a look at those. And then we looked also at, we looked at price positioning, how to decide to how to price your product by looking at your competitors and doing some research, etc., and how to decide on what your price point is for your product. And then before that, we looked at, I think we looked at HTML before that, and that's probably take us back to the very beginning. For some reason, I just wanted to show you how to use HTML as a solopreneur in terms of working with your WordPress website. So we've been doing quite a bit on that, and I think we also had a quick look at cash flow, but not really how to make sure you're safe with your cash flow. I think we also looked, we also looked at some of the financial numbers that you use in your business. For example, what does revenue mean, and what is income, and what is the cash flow, and in terms of concepts. And also we even might have looked at a financial statement. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look at my YouTube channel. So we've been quite busy over the last few months looking at some of the things you need to know as a solopreneur. We'll be continuing to have a look at some of the things because you need to be in control of your business. So we had a look, obviously, as I mentioned before, on HTML, and we had various offers that I will probably talk about on webinars, such as how to, I did have some offers. I mean, and they're still on the table. I just haven't got around to doing a webinar to explain why you need to know about HTML in your business. I have an offer on WordPress, as well as getting your website up quickly in your business within 60 days. But we'll have a look at those at another time. As well, of course, I had an offer on how to figure out your price point. So I'm going to have to try and do some webinars on those, and maybe I'll have them set up so you can see them in my YouTube channel at some point. So we've looked at cash flow briefly and sales funnel briefly. We haven't actually created a sales funnel. We haven't really looked at selling as such, as we're just looking at the physical PayPal and other merchant services. We'll be looking at some of the shopping cart services as well and how to set them up, because I have access to Stripe and I have access to a shopping cart called Thrive Cart. And then, of course, there's always the computer and various things, tools you need to have on your computer to make it more efficient for a solopreneur to work. And then, of course, we'll be looking at some of these things on a previous episode. You can go to my YouTube channel. So you can go to http://jgtips.com/YouTube. To see previous episodes of Jill or Jack of All Trades Thursday, I mentioned some of the topics that we covered, and of course, there's always plenty of more topics to cover. And I'm sure the PayPal episodes will be popular, and I'll have to put them together as a free training at some point to be sent out if you need to know how to create a PayPal button in your business. But for now, I will have to update those videos because PayPal went and changed the look of PayPal this year as well. Whose else is changing? Oh yeah, we haven't really looked at email, so we should probably look at email as well. And of course, Aweber changed their look as well. And somebody else changed. Oh no, that's LinkedIn, so that's different. That's social media. So this is basically just a review to say that of what we've done before, and you can go and check them out at my YouTube channel. As I mentioned, just go have a look at some of the previous episodes, and yeah, that's it. So we'll be talking. Let's put it down. Make a commitment to do a sandbox version of PayPal. And for those who don't know why are you calling it sandbox? I guess it's because you play. Basically, with a sandbox account, you can put in a buyer email that they give you, which is basically a fake one, and a seller email that is also fake, so that you can create all these things and try out and test a sales button without actually doing a transaction and having to spend money in order to test your buttons. So Sandbox is actually quite important as an account, and you should have that easy access to that and have it all set up so you can quickly test your buttons for your sales buttons and make sure that they're working properly, because after you enter your, this is for PayPal, of course, after you enter your email and password and then do the transaction and sale and pay, it will show you in the Sandbox account that the transaction has actually gone through. So that's a great test, and you're not spending any money. So well, that's for next week. So that's why it took a little bit longer for me to get ready, because it's going to be a bit of a process. So talk to you later. This is Jane Gardner of jane-gardner.com, where we believe that imperfect action is better than no action. And so I hope you find this imperfect. And I'll talk to you next week.